video that I'm gonna do today, because this video is gonna blow your mind. Ha! Oh my goodness, you know what? I'm sitting on coconut pod. Is it coconut pod? I don't know. English speakers, please, if I'm mistaken, I don't know the name of this. And a young, intelligent, Ghanaian, African guy converted this into a stainless charcoal. This is stainless. I'm wearing white for the first time. Can you see the black? No, this charcoal is stainless. You know what? Please help me share this video. No, I gotta kneel down. You know what? Help me share. You know the struggle, because this brother's story needs to be heard all over the world. I'm inspired, and I definitely know that you are also gonna inspire with this brother's story. Do me a favor, like the video, share. And if you are new to the channel, my name is Mr. Ghana Baby, the one and only annoying YouTuber in the whole of Africa. Welcome, subscribe, and be part of this awesome family. Let's hit 500,000 by the end of this month. Come with me. Let's go talk to this brother. Oh my goodness, I don't know why I'm so excited, because this guy is young. Because I told you that Africa needs an industrial revolution, and look at what this brother did. A huge factory. Jesus Christ, I'm so excited. Just, you know, oh my God. No, I'm not gonna meet him right now. You know what? After hearing this brother's story, I'm gonna order 100,000 pieces of this charcoal, and I'm gonna force on each and every one of you. When you talk of Black Lives Matter, now it's Black Businesses Matters. I am Maya. I don't want to talk too much. I think I've taken enough of your time. Come with me and let's go talk to this brother. The man himself.
Come on, man.
No.
Come on, you're the big man. You're the big man.
Bro.
Yo, Maya.
You see how young he is? This is what I'm telling you guys, man. No, you know, like, I'm so inspired.
Thanks, my brother.
And I want you to inspire many out there. But brother,
you sure will.
I really want to know your story.
I'll give it all.
Give me all your story. You need to start somewhere?
Yeah. Anyway, welcome to Zako.
Welcome to Zako.
Welcome to Zako.
Wow.
This is our business.
This is huge, bro.
Thank you. Thanks so much,
No,
man.
but you're so young. Can you give me age range? Age range, not the exact figure.
Very early 30s.
And you managed to establish something like this in Ghana.
Yeah, it all started with a dream, you know.
You know that you're the biggest charcoal producer in Ghana?
Possibly in West Africa, and maybe the whole of Africa. Yeah, by capacity.
Brother.
Yo.
How did you do this?
It all began with curiosity, you know. Being curious and asking questions, and that's how we got here.
I know you're passionate about what you do.
Yes, I am.
But something must inspire you.
Exactly.
What really inspired you?
You know, it actually started when I was reading law. And yeah, I was a law student.
A law student?
Exactly, yeah.
Are you now a certified lawyer?
No.
I got so many cases. I'm looking for a lawyer, man.
I'll get you a good lawyer. So it all started when I was a law student, and then on the usual commute to class, I observed, I started on the Oxford Street. So you realize that on every junction on that street, there's somebody selling coconuts. And then eventually you realize that the whole of Accra, you have so many people selling coconuts too. Yeah. So it all began with a question. With these guys selling so much coconut, what did they actually do with the waste? And that's where the whole idea started coming up. And then eventually I realized that they were all dumping their waste by the beaches and making our beaches so dirty. I took a trip to the beach, saw what was happening there, and then I just told myself something has to be done. At the time, I didn't even know what we could use the waste for, but along the line, I realized I got so much interested in this coconut stuff. I even lost interest in reading law to concentrate on this. And I think yeah, in the final year, I had to use the fees to actually start this.
Hold on. use your final year school fees to start this business.
Yeah.
Instead of becoming a lawyer.
Yeah.
Your mom was not angry?
Initially, they didn't know about it, but eventually they got to know.
This guy is a gangster.
Yeah, so that's how it started. And then, you know, the whole idea began when one day we went to buy kenke. We saw the kenke seller was using the coconut husk in her fire instead of firewood. And that was when it really hit me like, wow, so instead of firewood, she's using this coconut, which is basically free everywhere. And these guys are dumping it by the beaches. Okay, so since firewood is raw material for charcoal, can we also use the same coconut the woman is using to make charcoal? I actually didn't know anything about charcoal. I joined these guys that make charcoal in the north just to see how they do it. Came back to Accra and set up a small process in my house to see how I could convert these coconuts to charcoal.
Wow.
I got so excited I was able to do it. So we moved from a small tin tomato can to a bucket. Within the next week, we were in a barrel. And that same week, we had moved from just one barrel to like 12, 20 barrels. And we started burning.
You started making
the charcoal in my house.
In your house?
Yeah.
So where are you getting the coconut husk?
So I just spoke to a few coconut sellers that I needed your waste. Eventually, actually didn't even know where to dump it. So I was even a savior to them. Wow. These guys would push their coconut waste from wherever and just come dump it in my house.
In your house?
Yes.
So your house was full of...
I had a mountain of coconut in my house. A real mountain, actually.
Bro, this story is inspiring. You know what? Let's see somewhere. Let's continue. There is something that I'm not understanding.
Yeah.
You said you started with what?
A tin tomato can.
A tin tomato can.
Yeah. A tomato can, I should say.
You were putting the coconut inside?
Yeah, so I was experimenting how to burn charcoal. So the process basically is burning something devoid of oxygen. If you allow too much oxygen in, it burns to ash. So you control the oxygen flow and then you get charcoal. So I had this little tomato can, which was big enough. And then we put some pieces of coconut in there. We'll let them up, poured sand to cover and prevent oxygen from going in.
Wow.
It turned out very well, but we had very little charcoal. So the next day I moved to a bucket. So the actual bucket we were using in the house, we made some holes in there, and then we were able to get some more coconut, which was still also very good, but also very little.
Yeah.
So eventually we moved from the bucket to a barrel. And in the space of a week, we had moved from just a tomato can to like 10 barrels.
And what were you doing all this?
All of this in my house.
In your house?
Yes.
So how did you establish your first factory? Is this your first factory?
No. The first factory actually started in the house. We designed and built our own machine. We got it built in Abu Bloshi where the metal guys are. And then eventually we gradually moved to some sites behind us. We spoke to family, they released some land. And then some bits of the school fees actually bought some machines, got some help here and there, and then we set up a factory, which is also quite somewhere in the bush.
So your family found out after you established the factory?
Yes. That's when they realized this guy is no more going to class. So welcome to the first ever Zako factory ever built in Ghana. So the first ever, I would say, charcoal factory.
That's impressive. But you said you started from your house.
Yeah.
Which was your first machine that you ever used?
This machine right there.
Oh, it's still here?
Exactly, yeah. So we actually designed it ourselves.
Yourself?
Yes, we designed it because when we
Are you a mechanical engineer?
I'm not, but I'm a very curious person. So we designed this machine ourselves, drew everything on paper how we wanted it to work, and then went to Agbogloshi where we have the old men that work on metals, and then they built this for us.
Wow.
We used it for some time and it was good. And then we had to upgrade.
That's impressive, bro. And from this machine you moved to which
machine? And then from this machine we moved to over there where all those blue machines you see. So at the time we moved here, the electricity situation here wasn't too good. In fact, there wasn't electricity in this part of town. So we actually got this manual one where we started, you know, yeah.
Everything is manpower.
Yeah, we started it. There's a diesel engine, so you connect and then diesel power. That's the cooler over there. So this was our grinder. We use this. So if you look at it, we position them such that the same machine can power this and the same machine can power the other machines there. You just connect the belt and then they work.
My brother, you know, I just want to know how many people started this business with you, or you started it all alone?
First was myself alone. I got in one more person and then got in some more people. Gradually we are about 12 people here. But then we have so many people on the street collecting coconuts for us.
Do you believe that Africa is the future?
We already are. And Africa definitely, the world can't progress without Africa. We are the future even from henceforth. Wow. It's an understatement.
I interviewed somebody and he told me, no, Africa is not the future.
Come on.
Africa is the present.
I think I agree with that too. You know, everything revolves around Africa. It's like when Africa coughs, the world catches a cold.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's new.
Yeah. We control all the resources in the world. Not just natural resources, but the human resources, because the people on the continent are also very worthy. Yeah.
My man.
My brother.
You know, I don't know why I'm so excited to talk to you. I wish I can spend the entire day on this YouTube channel for people to know that
you're always welcome.
I really appreciate you.
You're always welcome, my brother.
From a tin of what?
A tomato
can to this one. It's incredible, bro.
Thank you. Really appreciate it.
How did you manage to operate this one?
So eventually we got family involved. People didn't really believe in what we were doing. I think they didn't really understand why somebody would risk himself to do charcoal. Somebody with this passionate about charcoal. And the fact that people don't use it, they assume nobody else does. So eventually I had to fall on family members, take some support here and there, and then uncles, aunties, and then gradually we built this place.
They supported your dream.
Family has really supported.
On behalf of his uncles and aunties, I just want to say thank you so much.
Thank you.
I believe that this is how Africa is supposed to be.
Exactly.
We need to encourage entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
But in Africa, they tell us to go to school, be a lawyer, be an engineer, be a doctor. And at the end of the day, we end up on Facebook and become YouTubers. My brother, by the way, but hey, you know, I just want to know. You cannot tell me that you just woke up and started creating all these things. Definitely, there should be challenges that you face as a young man.
There's been loads and loads of challenges.
Tell us some of the most challenging one.
First of all, convincing people that it's possible to even make charcoal out of this was a challenge.
Wow.
The second of it was, as a young man, you've been able to prove something was viable. Now, how do you scale up to this stage where you're able to make enough revenue to sustain the business? That was one big headache. It's been a very long journey. I think I went to every pitch event, spoke to almost every investor I got in contact to, but people didn't really, that's what I feel. I feel like they don't really understand what we go through. We've had our machines stolen, we've had a lot of setbacks. There's been a lot of tears, you know, a lot of tears. We've cried a lot, but we've also learned a lot. And this whole process, or this whole journey, I would say, it's been tough, but I've grown to be tougher.
Did you have government support?
Not yet, but it will come. We look forward to it.
The government never supported you?
Government support will come, hopefully.
It seems he doesn't want to talk about that. No, you know, like, you just let us know, like, acquiring the land and all that.
Yeah, government support will come. We believe once we are getting onto the market, government will get to know how much we're solving.
You know, like, trust me, maybe you want the government to support, it's okay. But
we love to have government support.
I got an army on YouTube who are ready to support. Like,
we love
this
that.
is what we do. It's by force. You know what? We are ordering 100,000 pieces today.
Wow.
No. I'm going to force it on them. They know how we do it.
Yeah.
You can export.
Yes, we do export. We do export.
I'm going to give you money, 100 pieces.
Thank you.
Each and every subscriber of mine, you need to order the 100,000. If you don't order the 100,000, no new video.
Thank you, my brother.
No new video.
Thank you, my brother.
My brother.
This is the kind of support we need.
No, we need to support people like you. Like you have no idea. Like I wish I can just.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Listen, like you live in the dream, bro.
Thank you.
Like I said, we need factories in Africa.
Yeah.
I mean, there are a lot of young Africans watching us right now.
Yeah.
If you should advise young Africans, what will it be, brother?
My advice has always been to just be different. I like this favorite quote of mine from Steve Jobs. He says, "Why join the Navy when you can be a pirate?" You don't always have to go where everyone is going. You can carve your own path and be the best at it. We can't all be doctors. We can't all be lawyers. You can be different.
Can you take us around?
Let me take you through the process. Here controls the entire factory. From the input point to the output point to even the packaging line. So you can see we have burner, we have fans, we have our press, we have entry conveyors, we have mixers, everything is here. We have sensors that detects everything. So this controls the entire factory, and this factory has a capacity of 3 tons per hour. A ton is like 1,000 kilograms.
Wow. And
this place does 3 tons every hour.
Bro, I would say that you're on another level.
Thank you.
Because
Thank you.
I know that the local way of, getting a charcoal is just use fire, and you are showing me computers.
Computerized production process. Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Like, I'm really impressed.
Thank you.
I've got so many people watching us right now. Do you have any message for them? Anything you want to tell them?
We can make it in Africa only if we believe it's possible. It all begins with a dream, but we are all capable of achieving our dreams. Let's make it happen. It's the only continent we have. You know, South Africa, Nigeria, we're all one people. Come on, let's support each other. Imagine us exporting Zako to SA or Nigeria, and then maybe Nigerians bringing in whatever they produce. We